here we go, guys. I hope you have your notebook out and your pencil ready to go because I am gonna fly and I gotta go get my kids. I'm super excited to talk to you guys about going in qualification for area manager this month. First off, I want to address your mindset because you have more than enough time in the month of February to go in qualification for area manager. So our goal is 8K in 28 days. And I wholeheartedly believe that every single person can hop off of this call with your hair on fire and your butt in gear, and you can absolutely run towards this goal. The only limit in making this not happen is going to be you. It's going to be your mindset. It's going to be your thoughts. It's going to be the things that you tell yourself. So I do want to say that we've seen a few people go in qualification for area and finish area, more so over the last couple of months with accelerated qualifications. And I want you guys to know that almost every single one of them have done it before the 28th of the month. So that's why I know that you can make this happen with 28 days. Hang on, my husband keeps calling. Hey, I'm in the middle of a training call right now. I'm training. I can't even hear him. He has no idea what I'm saying. Okay. So when you go in qualification for area manager this month, you guys, you get to finish at the reduced qualification number next month, which Beth just mentioned. So you want to go in qualification. You want to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. You want to do things this month that maybe you haven't been doing. You want to challenge yourself to go A to Z in your contact list, which we're going to talk about here in a second. And I truly want every single person, whether you're a brand new business builder or not, I want you to act like this is your start month. And I love that, you guys. I heard it from a training one time. One of the biggest obstacles that stood in my way, and when I hung out at regional vice president for 6 years, is that I stopped acting like I was a brand new consultant. When I was a brand new consultant, I was ignorance on fire. I was talking to anyone and everyone. Let me share with you what Arbonne has done for me. Let me tell you about the RE9, which is what it used to be called back in the day. Let me share the healthy living with you. Like, I wanted to get it out to my network what I had. And so that's the way that you guys have to attack this month. It's got to be with excitement. It's got to be with passion, because if I'm working with excitement and passion and you're working with a like blah, woe is me attitude, I'm going to get better results than what you're going to get because you're not on fire and you can hear it. Belief has a sound. Okay. So belief, you got to attack it. You got to say your daily affirmations. You got to wake up. You got to look yourself in the mirror. You got to say, I'm doing this. I'm going for this. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So let's break down 8K, because I don't want you guys to think 8K, 8K, 8K. I want you to think about kits, and then I want you to translate that into lives changed. Okay. So roughly speaking, you're looking for 24 30 days to healthy living sets, or 25 26 age well sets, however you want to do it. And what I did, you guys, is I wrote sticky notes on my wall and I broke that down into lives changed. Okay. Because that was what was motivating me. I'm looking for one more person to help today. I'm looking for 2 more people to help today. Lord, please put the person in my path that needs to hear about this life-changing program. So we're going to break it down into kits, put your sticky notes on your wall, your 24 kits. And then I want you guys to challenge yourself to do some type of goal slicing or write it down in a notebook somewhere. If you're not familiar with goal slicing, it's basically your days broken down in the note section of your phone. That's another training for another day, but a lot of you guys are familiar with it. And all the people who are on my team right now that are shooting for area qual, we're goal slicing. I was goal slicing leading up to doing Halfway to Nation and going Nation qual. My regions have been goal slicing. So it's definitely a mental thing, but it makes you work harder. It makes you compete with yourself. It makes you look up and look at the numbers and say, dang, I didn't do enough today. Dang, I need to work just a little bit harder. And so it's you against you. But in the goal slice, you guys, what I had broke down for my gals was to be at 900 QV by Saturday. And I know we're past Saturday. This is Monday. But the next goal slice for this coming up weekend, you guys, is 2000 QV by the 12th. That's the way that I had it broken down for my team. So 2000 QV. And again, I don't want you to think thousands or overwhelming amounts of QV. That's 6 kits. So some of you guys are already at 300 or you're already at 600. We'll just sell one more and you're up to speed with where, you're on track with where I was telling people to be by Saturday. And even if you're at 0, you guys, you can start today and implement these tips and you can go 0 to 2000 by the end of this week. I know because I've seen it, it's possible. And I know that every single person on this call can do it. So think about 3 kits, 6 kits, break it down into bite-sized pieces. So let's talk about the activity, okay? We do all forms of activity in this nation. All forms of activity are, what's the word I'm looking for? All forms of activity are good. They work. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. All forms of activity work. It's effective. That's the word I was looking for. All forms of activity are effective. But what I want to help you guys do is I want to help you see results ASAP, as soon as possible. I want you to have something that's going to be working for you, even when you think that you can't work. And a lot of it is just a mental thing. Okay. So you guys have heard me talk a lot over the last couple of months about this like posting thing, like post a couple times a week. It's not the post that like magically attracts people to you. But when you're doing your reach outs, when you're doing the work, when you're going A to Z in your cell phone contact list, if you have content on your social media, it's a reminder, because maybe I reached out to Beth and Beth hasn't heard from me in 6 years. But then I have a post out on my social media, and after I sent Beth a private message trying to reconnect with her, Facebook does this crazy thing, or Instagram, and they throw my post like in her face. Like, she can't hide from me. She can't get away from me. I can't control the algorithms. I can't do anything about it. But it's a known fact that when you start privately engaging with people, they see more of what you have posted. So the post isn't magic, but it's basically like I reached out to Beth and she thought she was going to go hide from me. And then wham, like Facebook just threw my face up in her face. And she's like, wow, maybe I should talk to her. Maybe I should answer her back about the 30 days. So it is key. Okay. Get a post out today, ASAP. Lead with the discontents. Lead with the things that you didn't like about the way that you used to feel, or that you didn't like about your skin, or that you didn't like about your old makeup. Lead with the negative things. Then I want you guys to go into the turning point. What made you finally decide to do the 30-day? What made you finally decide to try the Age Well? What made you finally decide to give Arbonne's makeup a shot, right? And then I want you to talk about how happy you are now, okay? Super simple. And I don't say like, call me if you want to sign up, or whatever. I just say like, if you have questions, I'm happy to help. I want people to know that I'm truly there for them. So tip number 2, you guys, go A to Z in your cell phone contact list. I was just sharing on the VP huddle, every single person that I have seen take their numbers from 0 to 8K, or to be honest with you, 0 to halfway to RVP in a short period of time, it's because they started working their contact list A to Z. Okay. It's the work, it's the grit, it's the part that people don't want to hear, you guys. And what I want you to know is that if you don't ever plant that seed, someone else is going to plant it for you, and it's going to be business for them. Okay. So I remember hearing a training one time by NVP Peyton Mott, and she said, if you don't talk to your friends, I will. And I want you guys to know that if you're not on fire to reach out to your contact list, the consultant sitting next to you probably is. And they might talk to that person before you. And here's the thing, because we always refer people back to the person that talked to them first. So I was like on fire. I'm going to get through my contact list ASAP. And I remember that it hit home when I was living in Nashville, Tennessee, and Peyton was living in Texas, and I had heard that training before. And I went up to this woman. I thought, I'm going to meet a stranger here. I'm going to talk to this lady about Arbonne. And she said, oh my gosh, I love Arbonne. I use the third. We were in Nashville, Tennessee. I said, oh my gosh, I've been doing Arbonne for 5 years. And I said, who's your consultant? Thought maybe it was someone locally in Nashville. No, it was Peyton on Instagram. And I thought, oh my gosh, she hit my network. Like, I didn't do it fast enough, and she hit my network. So go A to Z in your cell phone contact list. You guys, get attached to the activity, detach yourself from the outcome. I teach my team this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If they don't text me back, if they don't respond to me, I don't care. To be honest with you guys, I don't have time to care, and you shouldn't either. You've got a spouse to take care of, you have family to take care of, you have kids to take care of. Just do the activity and stop overthinking what other people think about you. You don't get paid off what other people think or don't think about you. So who cares, right? Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do your part. And here's the thing, it's coming from the right place. Like, you genuinely love these products. You genuinely believe that if people had Arbonne in their hands, their life would be forever changed the way that your life has changed. So you're doing it from the right motive, and you're doing it for the right reasons. Who cares if they take you the wrong way? That's on them. It's not on you, right? Like, you get to sleep at night. So go A to Z. There's a thumbnail. Beth can send it out. But I have my preferred verbiage. You can say whatever you want to say, but if you guys need an idea, I just typically say something like, hey, I'm not sure if you've been following my health journey or not, but I would love to share with you like how I've been able to manage my weight, increase my energy. And then I just invite them to join into our next group. I'm opening up my mid-month 30 days healthy living group. If you would like some more info, I'm happy to help. If it's an existing client of yours, you can just use that message to be like, hey there, Tisha, it's me, Whitney. I just wanted to keep you in the loop. Arbonne's got some really exciting things that are coming out this week. And you can share with them your favorites, your new favorite skincare combo, like the Lift Intense. You can share with them how you've been loving the derm results. You can share with them how you've been loving the 30 Days to Healthy Living program. You're opening up your mid-month group. Let me know if you have any questions, like just a touch. Just keep them in the loop. Whatever contact you have, figure out an excuse to reach out to them. Like just figure it out, whether it's you're inviting them to do the next program with you, or you're asking like, hey, can I price check anything for you? And that's going to lead into my next point, you guys. If you have been around the block for a while and you have existing preferred clients with Arbonne, go to my office, go to my team, go to PC renewals and rewards. And I just like that list. And there's a ton of like ways that you can view your preferred clients in Arbonne system, but I like the list under PC renewals and rewards. And I've been doing that today. I've just been going through all of my preferred clients and touching base. We do have a small price increase that's going to be effective 2/10, which is on Thursday. And so I've been reaching out to my existing clients and I'm like, hey, just wanted to keep you in the loop. We got a little bit of a price increase that's going to be going into effect on Thursday. If you have anything that you're going to be running low on and you would like to stock up, I'm more than happy to do a quick price check for you and we can get that order in place. So I'm just offering like, here's a little reminder, this is what's going to happen. Let me help generate some QV. To be honest with you guys, you could generate $600 to $1,000 in QV by Thursday just from following up and reaching out to existing preferred clients. The next point that I have wrote down, you guys, and here is something great, especially if you have built your business on skincare up to this point. You can reach out to people and ask them if they're interested in hearing about your inner outer approach. That was one of the things that I did when I was going A to Z in my cell phone contact list. Those diehard RE9 age well clients that I had who were just like, heck no, I'm not your nutrition girl. I don't want anything to do with healthy living. And you guys remember, I live in the South. So like we love fried food, we love fatty food, we love everything that's unhealthy. So when I first moved here, I like literally my husband said, you're never going to be able to build a nutrition business here because everybody likes fried food and fatty food. So I had a lot of skincare clients, you guys, and I reached out to them and I said, hey, I don't know if you're open to this or not, but I've been doing this new inner outer approach that's really been revving up my client's skincare regimen. Are you interested in learning more? They were like, oh my gosh, yeah, like let me hear about this inner outer approach. It sounds amazing. And it's just the Greens Gut Glow Shot. I'm like, okay, so here's the thing. If you incorporate the greens, the greens, 37 fresh fruits and vegetables, and the skin elixir and the gut health, most skin issues, 80% of skin issues are derived from the gut, right? So I was like giving them all this stuff, sending them a little voice memo. And so they would walk away with the Greens Gut Glow Shot and they would restock on their face wash and they would restock on their moisturizer. And then after about a couple weeks on the Greens Gut Glow Shot, they were starting to notice a difference in how their skin looked and how it felt. And then I actually upped them to the healthy habit set, or I would, work them up to the full 30 Days to Healthy Living. So that is another reach out method that you guys have. And then number 4, the 4th thing that I wrote down, reach out to your very best customers. And we've talked about this before, but I know some of you guys are like, now I'm ready. Reach out to your best customers and just ask them if they would be willing to share a post for you on social media. This works on Instagram. This works on Facebook. They could share it in their story. They could like put a whole post on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. I predominantly work from my Facebook. That's just where I have the majority of my clients. I have friended people that I've met at in-person parties over the course of the years. And so I just have a bigger network there because I didn't really have an Instagram when I started Arbonne. So I typically just kind of stick to Facebook, but you got to do what works for you and reach out to your very best customers, the ones that always reorder, the ones that are like, oh my gosh, I love Arbonne's products. They're amazing. And just say like, hey there, Beth, I just wanted to touch base with you. Like, I know that you love the Age Well. And you could even, talk about price check and getting their order in and whatever. And then after they order or after they're like, yeah, no, thanks, I'm good right now. Just like, hey, I have one more question for you. I'm working really hard for a big goal this month and I'm trying to meet some new people. Would you care to just like go to my Facebook and just share a post for me? Just give me a tag. It would mean the world. Most people say yes. Most people say yes to that. They're thinking like, oh, well, I didn't just buy $150 in product for you. Of course I can go share a post. Or maybe they do. Like maybe they do restock on products. And I have this one customer, she literally thanks me. She's like, thank you so much for being so, efficient and effective every time I order from you. And I'm like, Barbara, thank you so much. Hey, you know what? Would you just go to my Facebook and share a post for me? It means the world. And I'm telling you, again, it's this like social media thing that we can't stop. It's the world that we're living in. And I've been thinking a lot about this because like Beth said on the VP Con, I know a lot of you guys weren't on there. When I started my business in 2015, we didn't do anything on Facebook. Today, Your dentist advertises on Facebook. Your doctor advertises on Facebook. Your school advertises on Facebook. Your kids' classes advertise on Facebook. Everybody advertises on Facebook or Instagram. Why shouldn't we? Like everywhere I look, there's an ad for a restaurant. There's an ad for a doctor. Like everything we do, it's advertised on Instagram or Facebook. Your business is no different, right? The boutiques that we shop at, everything is advertised online. So get it out of your head. Like this is the wave of the future, you guys, and we have to just be willing to ask people to share for us. I have random strangers slide into my inbox that are like, hey, I just read your post and I'm feeling the way that you used to feel. I feel really tired. I feel really sluggish. Can you help me? I'm like, yes, I can. So reach out to your clients, the best ones, and just ask them if they would be willing to share. Even your close friends and family. You guys, I did a challenge with my team a few weeks ago, and I said, think about 5 people that don't live in your backyard. Like who lives in another state, who lives in another town, who lives in another city, and ask those people, hey, I'm just starting my business. I'm trying to meet some new people. Would you be willing to go to my profile and just share a post for me? Boom, you're expanding your network into your network's network. And then the last thing that I wrote down, you guys, if you have preferred clients that started in January or December on the 30 Days to Healthy Living program, or any of your PCs for that matter. But I love it when somebody's fresh and they're new and they're having a great experience. And I don't care if they're on day 3 or if they're on week 3 or if they're on month 3. I don't care. The moment that I get that text message from them and they're like, oh my gosh, I feel amazing. This is incredible. Thank you so much. I want to reorder, whatever it is, skincare, healthy living, makeup, I don't care. I celebrate with them. Oh my gosh, Beth, I am so excited for you. I knew that you were going to love this. You know what? You should totally do this business with me. Are you upgrading your preferred clients to independent consultants? Okay. If you're wanting to go area manager qualification this month, 8K in 28 days, you can do it as a team of one. You totally can. I've seen it done over and over and over and over. But you need a team, and you want a team because you want to change more lives. You guys, think about it this way. I could go out and I could find 50 preferred clients direct to me all day long. But when you divide and conquer, you guys, when you franchise yourself into, this part of your town or this part of your city or, this town next door to your current town, when you divide and conquer and you have 10 clients and you help somebody else have 10 clients and collectively your team is serving 50 people or 100 people, you're way more effective and your clients are happier. You guys, it's hard for one person to keep up with 50 people. It can be done, but it's hard. So talk to your preferred clients. And this is what I say. I'm like, you should totally do this business with me. I would love to teach you how to share your story. I'm sure someone out there could totally relate to how you used to feel and would love the hope that your story has to offer now. That's what I say to people. And if you're serious about going area manager qualification, I want to challenge you guys to upgrade 2, just 2, not 22, but 2. Upgrade 2 of your preferred clients to independent consultant by the 12th of the month. And then turn around and teach them how to go district manager with 3,500 this month. You guys, you have the best month of the whole entire year to go in qualification for area. We just came off the biggest 30 Days to Healthy Living group we've ever had. And even if you only had 3 people walk through that program with you, they've experienced something that they didn't experience before trying the program, right? Like now's the time for you to say, oh my gosh, you should do this business with me. I would love to share with you how to share your story because I know that someone else can relate to how you used to feel and relate to the hope that you have now. Like it's when you have a client that loves these products, loves Arvon's products, they are on fire to share with their world how amazing our products are. And I will tell you that what I'm seeing on our team, you guys, and I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, there is a head and heart connection. These products are life-changing. And when you have a head and heart connection to what the products do and how they deliver results, because you don't stop. You're like, I am going to go A to Z in my cell phone contact list because I am on fire with how amazing I feel. And I know that other people need to feel this way too. So those are my 5 tips, you guys, and how you can kick up and generate QV. And the last thing that I want to say is stay in your own lane. You guys don't look at the QV and think, oh my gosh, I've never done numbers like this before. It's okay. None of us have ever done numbers like that before until we do it. So it's okay. You're in the right spot, but you have to break it down into bite-sized pieces. What's your goal this week? Your goal this week is 6. And maybe you only need 3 more because maybe you did 3 last week, right? 3 lives. Maybe you've got 100 friends on your Facebook. Do you think 3 of them need a change? They do. They do. Maybe you've got 50 contacts in your cell phone. Do you think there's 3 people in there that you could help have a better life because of the hope that you offered them with these products? Yes, you can. And guys, it's not about the people that you know, it's about the people that you haven't met yet. And those 3 people know 5 people that you don't know who need the hope because you shared it with them first. This is a multiplication game, you guys, not an add and subtract game. And so once you start to do the activity, detach yourself from the outcome and just do the work. Like literally work like it's up to you, right? Like it's up to him, but work like it's up to you. It's like the Red Sea parts, okay? And again, it's not one thing or the other thing that makes it all work. It's a combo. Like you've got to have this consistent, steady Eddie. I'm here. I love Arbonne. I do Arbonne. I'm using the products. I feel amazing with your reach outs. It's your reach outs that help people see more of what you're putting online. You could even go book some last minute in-person parties for the very end of the month, but don't wait until the last week of the month or the last 2 weeks of the month to do parties. If you're going to do parties, then start talking to people right now. Like you can't just prolong or procrastinate your goals 8K in 28 days till the end of the month. You've got to start right now. I want you to generate QV this week. What's your goal this week, right? Like you've got to start it and attack it and slay every single day so that you can truly have the momentum that you need to roll it. And I don't even want you guys to just hit 8,000. Like every single one of you can do above and beyond that and roll into March with even less than what you need to finish your qualification. So I hope that helps you guys. Those are my tips and those are my tricks. Just narrow in and focus on whose life you're going to change. But you cannot say after you hop off this call that you don't know what to do. Pick one thing. If you haven't went A to Z in your cell phone contact list yet, start there. If you have went A to Z in your cell phone contact list yet and you have a slew of PCs that you failed to service like I have in the past, go there. Service your existing clients that you have. And maybe you don't have any clients at all and you went A to Z in your cell phone contact list. Have you asked your friends and family to share a post for you? Start there, but do one thing. You've got 5 ideas. Pick one, focus in on it, get really good at it, and just keep going to the next person. So I hope that helps you guys.
Hey, Whitney, that was incredible. I love Slay every day. And you guys, I just realized when I said at the